All right, so this is week 7 and 8 summary. I just didn't have too much time to put a weekly summary together, but just decided to do this double um, summary. So week 7 was my chemotherapy week. It went pretty well. Similar to the others, it all starts with the the leg hurting, the sensitivity to the cold. Then we had the acid reflux, the very dry throat, and this time I just had extremely low energy right from the beginning. It seems like every round um, gets more and more intense with the depletion of my energy levels. So I spent a lot of time just in bed. I used a spit bottle to just spit a lot of the saliva out because I think the all the chemicals in the medication gets excreted through the saliva as well. So I have a feeling that maybe that was what was causing some of the acid reflux and irritation. But that medication, that medicine stays in your saliva for sure, because I've noticed that I would drink from a bottle of water, and that's another thing too. It's hard to drink water. It's just water doesn't taste good at all. And really, this time around, um, n I had zero appetite. Like I didn't want to eat anything at all. Everything just um, was not appealing to me. I had no appetite whatsoever, but I knew I needed to eat, but I just couldn't. My sense of smell was heightened tremendously. One time, the wife brought some Raising Cane's, and I didn't know I was in my room, and I could smell. I'm like, what is my wife cooking? That smells disgusting. So I went downstairs, and next thing I know, she's not cooking anything at all. She just brought some Raising Cane's, and it's just that I could smell that. It's crazy, but uh I I ate just a little bit of food really. I didn't even want to taste any of that bean soup anymore. It seems like the foods that I had eaten the week on my previous chemo, I just found it disgusting this time. I didn't want to really put it in my mouth. So that was very different. Let's see. So yeah, the acid reflux, I just, as soon as I felt like some of the acid was building up in my stomach, I took a little sips of that baking soda with just water, and that worked very well. The acid reflux was tremendously reduced by doing that, and and I was able to sleep much better now. Let's see. So the only thing this time was that I actually had um, very loose stool, and it was strange because actually uh, I was so constipated that week 7. I had never been so constipated in my life before. And I mean, I think mainly it was because, I wasn't really taking in hardly any fluids or food. And that's I need to improve on that on this next round of chemo. But on going into um, week well, another thing that I did this time was I started basically just washing my mouth off. Um, and I would just get some water, just kind of swish the water around and spit it out before I ate or drank anything. I think that also helped with the stomach issues. But recovery week was actually very well. It was pretty good. I ate as much as I could. I didn't have trouble with eating anything. Although some of that sensation on the side of the mouth, it carried on to the recovery week, um, to probably like midweek was when that side effect went away. But it's pretty intense. Like it just a bursting like sensation on the side of your mouth whenever you chew the first couple of spoons of food. But after that, it goes away. But yeah, I ate as much as I could. I ate a lot of fruits. I ate a lot of chicken. I'm still staying away from red meat. Um, no sugar. I've cut back on all the sugar, and the only sugars that I do drink are probably from like the protein shakes. This time around, I actually stopped taking the Ensure. I started drinking these right here, Premier Protein. Let's see, 30 grams of protein. And what I liked about those is that they're they're like half as sweet as the Ensure, and double the protein. And that's one thing I do like. Is the other one is a little too sweet, but still, uh, it was pretty nice. My family came um, over my recovery week, and we played some Mexican loteria, which is kind of similar to like bingo. So that was pretty fun, and we also watched some of UFC. So that was also pretty exciting to watch that with with my family, and pretty nice weekend. And now we'll just go on to another round of chemo, and um, well, that'll be round five, I believe. So we're almost halfway there, and I'm keeping my spirits up, trying to still, do some meditation, think positively, and just eat well enough on my recovery week. I didn't get to do any exercises. I have a follow-up with my chemo doctor this week sometime, and I'll ask him, if I can, what exercises I can do. But I think I could do a light workout. So I'll probably start that on my next recovery. Um, but we'll see how it goes. I'll see if this next round of chemo, if it the symptoms, as long as they don't get any worse, as long as we can keep them, you know, um, to the minimum, then we'll do very well. So, all right, that's it for my week 7 and 8 summary.